In a world obsessed with equality, we have forgotten one fundamental truth. Men and women are not the same. We are different in biology, in psychology, in instinct. And it is not superiority or inferiority that defines us. It is contrast. The Stoic man does not seek control over women. He seeks understanding. Because when you understand something, you no longer fear it, idolize it, or lose yourself to it. You observe, you discern, and then you decide what deserves your energy and what does not. This is not a list of flaws. It is not an attack. These are the 8 common weaknesses found in the feminine nature. Weaknesses that, if left unchecked, can corrupt not only a woman's character, but a man's purpose if he fails to recognize them. 1. Emotional impulsiveness. One of the defining traits of the feminine energy is emotional expression. Women are biologically wired to feel deeply. This is not a flaw. It is part of what makes them nurturing, intuitive, and connected. But when a woman lacks discipline over her emotions, she becomes reactive. She says things she doesn't mean. She creates stories from assumptions. She projects her inner turmoil onto the man in front of her. A Stoic man must not take this personally. He must recognize when he is dealing with emotional impulsiveness and not logical reasoning. She may accuse. She may cry. She may shift blame. But your job is not to fix her feelings. It is to stay grounded in truth. A woman's emotions can change with the wind. Your frame must not. He who gets lost in her storm becomes a part of it. He who remains still becomes her anchor. 2. Attention addiction. Social media has amplified the worst parts of feminine validation seeking. With every like, comment, or DM, many women have become addicted to external attention. It's not because they are evil. It's because they're wired to seek approval, for safety, for value, for identity. But a woman who constantly seeks validation from outside sources is spiritually empty inside. She will need the gaze of other men to feel beautiful. She will need endless compliments to feel secure. And she will need chaos to keep her from feeling bored. The Stoic man must not compete with her followers. He must not seek to entertain her dopamine addiction. He simply recognizes it, sets boundaries, and detaches when necessary. Because a woman who is loyal to her followers can never be loyal to her future. 3. Hypergamy without discipline. Hypergamy is real. A woman is biologically inclined to seek the best possible mate in status, power, and resources. That instinct is natural. But in a society without shame, discipline, or spiritual grounding, hypergamy becomes toxic. She compares constantly. She fantasizes about upgrading. She devalues the good man she has, simply because someone richer or more famous appears online. A woman who cannot control her hypergamous instinct becomes a threat to stability. She will sabotage loyalty for curiosity. She will confuse novelty with value. She will destroy a home for the idea of a better one. The Stoic man does not fight her nature. He observes it. He knows if her loyalty is tied to lifestyle, she was never loyal to begin with. 4. Gossip and tribal mentality. The average woman craves social bonding. That's part of her feminine design. But when that instinct becomes corrupted, it turns into gossip, drama, and tribalism. She will speak of others instead of ideas. She will take the opinions of her friends more seriously than the truths of her man. She will seek validation from her group, even if it costs the harmony of her relationship. The Stoic man must be cautious here. A woman who lets the opinions of others shape her values cannot be trusted to lead herself. And if she cannot lead herself, she will look to lead or destroy you. He who is ruled by the mob loses himself. He who stays still amidst noise becomes immovable. 5. Manipulative communication. There's a common pattern among women who fear directness. They manipulate instead of speak. She may test you. She may withhold. She may play emotional games to see how much power she holds over you. This isn't always malicious. Often, it comes from insecurity, fear, or need to feel wanted. But manipulation, when not checked, becomes a poison in the relationship. A Stoic man must not play the game. He does not reward silent treatments. He does not chase during temper tantrums. He does not respond to passive aggression. He simply states the standard. And if that standard is broken, he walks. Not because he is unkind, but because he is unwilling to participate in emotional war. 6. Entitlement disguised as empowerment. In the name of female empowerment, many women have confused entitlement with strength. They believe they deserve love just for existing. They believe a man should give everything while asking for nothing. They believe submission is weakness and masculinity is oppression. This creates women who are hard, resentful, and entitled, yet emotionally fragile. The Stoic man must understand, real femininity does not hate masculinity. It respects it. A woman who expects the world but offers no humility will destroy any man who gives in to her. Do not apologize for your standards. Do not compromise your values for someone who mocks them. You are not here to serve her ego. You are here to build a life of truth, discipline, and purpose. Anyone who gets in the way of that, man or woman, must go. 7. Lack of accountability. The feminine ego, when unchecked, refuses to accept fault. She will say, "You made me feel this way." She will twist narratives to avoid apology. She will weaponize tears to avoid responsibility. But the Stoic man sees through the performance. He knows love without truth is not love, it's illusion. You cannot build with someone who refuses to look in the mirror. And you cannot grow with someone who sees every challenge as an attack. If she blames everyone but herself, you will eventually become her next villain. And villains, in her mind, deserve punishment, not peace. 8. Fear of solitude. A woman who cannot be alone is dangerous. She will leap from man to man, from validation to validation, from chaos to chaos, because silence terrifies her. She has no identity apart from being desired. She has no purpose apart from attention. She will sabotage peace just to feel seen. The Stoic man must observe how she behaves in solitude. Does she find meaning, or does she seek noise? Because a woman who cannot sit with herself will never be able to sit with you in stillness. And a relationship without stillness is not love, it is performance. So what does a Stoic man do with these truths? He does not hate women. He does not control them. He does not debate with them. He simply observes and chooses wisely. You cannot change the nature of others, but you can change the level of access they have to you. Every woman has the capacity for beauty, softness, loyalty, and wisdom. But not every woman chooses that path. Some choose ego. Others choose truth. Some choose power games. Others choose harmony. Your job is not to fix her. Your job is to know yourself so deeply, so clearly, that no mask can seduce you and no lie can manipulate you. Because once you know what you stand for, you stop falling for what breaks you. These 8 weaknesses are not universal, but they are common, and the Stoic man is uncommon. He sees the pattern, he discerns the behavior, and he chooses silence over shouting, solitude over chaos, and purpose over pain. If she brings peace, you protect her. If she brings war, you release her. Not out of bitterness, out of reverence for your own soul. Because the strongest man is not the one who conquers others. He is the one who refuses to be conquered by false love. Walk in clarity. Stay rooted in truth. Remain unshaken, always.